around me was saying no. The church that I go to, the woman that I'm married to, and I don't see anybody who's doing this. I speak to my friends, everybody tells me that, no, you can't do that. What polygamy? Polygamy for what? You know, at the end of the day, you can keep as a side chick. And I felt that, you know what, I'm so much in love with this person, I can't keep this person as my side chick. I want to officially have her as my wife, as much as I love my wife, because I didn't want to part with my wife. So I was in that battle, in that struggle for a very long time. And during that period, that's the period that I went to my mom and I spoke to my mom. I said, but hey, I've got a problem here. I can't speak to my dad. I don't even know where to how to allocate my dad. He said, what's the problem? I said, no, but you see, you know I'm married and now I've got this other woman that I fell in love with and I really want it. And I don't know how to deal with this thing and it doesn't feel right to keep her as a girlfriend. And then he said, son, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just becoming like your father. I said, what do you mean? He said, I mean, your father's coming from a polygamous family, and with you guys it's in the blood, it's genetic. It's a genetic thing. The only challenge that I'm having is that are you going to find at this day and time a woman who will understand that? Because from the look of things, your wife will not understand where you're coming from. But now that's going to be the challenge that you're going to have to live with, and I don't know how you're going to sort it out. And from there, that's when I realized that something has gone very wrong with my life. I've been living a life that's not mine. I've been living somebody else's life. I've been living according to somebody else's expectation of me. Now, I ask myself a question, how many people who find themselves in that space? How many men are being torn apart? They've got someone that they know that they're involved with and they do not want to let go, but they're afraid to come clean because of it's going to create havoc in the house. And the reason why it's going to create havoc in the house, it is because of the woman that you're married to as well. She's been born and she's been groomed within a different system, and that system is not our system as Africans, it's a colonial system. So this is where I got to realize that then even the church has played a role in messing up the minds of black people and moving us away from our natural way of living to a system that is different from our forefathers. Because if it was back then in the times, this was never going to be a problem. But today it's a problem and everybody dies inside. Men, they die in the inside. You see, the mistake that happens is that just because men, they don't talk as much women do, people tend to assume that men, they don't feel anything. They don't go through anything. They assume that men are rocks. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. There's a lot that happens within us, and you find that you can't talk to anyone. You've got nobody to confide to because nobody will understand your plight. You know what I'm saying? So that is the reason why I felt that I need to write this book, because there's a lot of men out there who are going through what I'm going through, and they're dying inside, and they've been in marriages for a very, very long time. Very, very long time, and now they are living double lives. They have to pretend as if this is the only woman that they have. From there, they know that there's someone else. Every time when they want an excuse to leave the house, they either go into a football game or they're going to a business trip or whatever the case might be. They've got a cell phone that never goes home. It sits in the office somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Because the risk is that I might leave with it and then the side chick might just call. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't live your life like that.
Sure. This is very deep, guys. Like, as you were speaking, I was looking at it as in terms of this, as much as you're saying it's a generational thing that happened back then, you know, and then you mentioned about how your father decided to leave and become a Christian, right? When you look at it, so we have things called four names, Itagazel, right? This is where it comes to, okay, obviously when your father decided, you know what, I'm not going to be part of this generation. I'm not going to be part of this. So in those four names, there's probably the second one. That's why you get Kona Ispo Sang Masbu. Kona Omwe Las. It's the same thing. But then IT or Gamwelas or Gamasbu. But it's the same people. Which means when they were leaving, they're like, no, I'm not going to be part of Malasa anymore. I'm just going to take the Masbugo path. Then that's my generation. And then you get Abu Manzini. This is the same people, but they're taking another gen because they want to take. So this is deep, guys. It's deep.
My brother, it's very deep. What you're saying is so true. Like in my well, I go around with the surname of Jibilika, but in the actual fact, the original surname from my dad, Usbeu. Usbeu no Bonani, ubonani is the same thing. Sibewu, ubonani is the same. Utried ukoko bekungu ubonani sibewu. So when they went to register for IDs, they used the name instead of the surname Batibonani. Then later it was changed to again Sibewu, but it's the same person. You understand what I'm saying? Now the issue that is happening is you talk about this spiritually. It goes very, very deeper, and this is the part where people are missing. Remember now, I want to quote from the same book that people read every Sunday. Which it says that in the book of Proverbs, do not remove the ancient landmarks that were set by your forefathers. Meaning that you will not change their system, you will not change their way, but you will continue with it. By changing their way, this is where you start to become blind. This is where you start getting lost.
Wow.
Now, one of the things that we have done as people, like I was talking about the disconnection between us and our ancestors, because we are not living the life that they were living, we are living a different life, which is a foreign life as far as they are concerned. That's why there's so much disconnection. To a point that sometimes, even if you were to eat something that in your family line, in your bloodline, it's never supposed to be eaten, what happens is this: you will get sick. Do you understand? Because genetically it's not there. Now, the same with Indab's table. For me, what polygamy did, when I got into the space of polygamy, when I got to take two wives, because I got divorced from my first marriage, and I decided that, you know what, this is the route that I'm going to take right now. I'm going to follow the ways of my forefathers. I'm going to do things the way my forefathers were doing things. I don't care what your constitution is.
So now, what I want to quickly ask, the reason why you divorced your first wife, was it because she refused to go into polygamy?
It was not only that, there was a number of things that were not going right there. But then what happened was, when I got married now, my mind was clear that this is the route that I'm taking. And I had to prioritize that. When I will meet a person, I will tell them from the first date that this is what I'm about. So that I didn't want to experience the same thing that I experienced from my previous marriage, because there we had a lot of fights about it. It was hectic, it was hot. So what happened was that now I will tell the person that this is what I'm about, so that if they feel that, you know what, this is not for me, they can pass on. That's another thing that I want to point out to the men out there. Never compromise who you are. There is no love in lies. You first start by being honest with yourself before you can be honest with the next person. The reason why today you have a whole lot of women who are bitter and who are angry towards men, who feel that they've been disappointed and let down by men, is because men have failed to be honest. And they have failed to be honest with themselves first. Because I can't be honest with the next person if I'm not honest with myself. So once you know yourself, you have defined yourself, you will know exactly the type of a person that you're looking for. That is why I was always willing and prepared to let go. If a person is not in line with what I am talking about and the vision that I'm pushing, at the end of the day, let them pass on. There will be someone who understands my plight, who will be supportive of what I'm doing. Because I can tell right now, one of the mistakes that we do is to generalize and say women are like this, men are like this. No. People are diverse. And as people, we need to understand that if you knock on the other door and you are not accepted, just like in sales, go to the next door, you'll be knocked, somebody will accept you.
Wow.
With that being said, guys,
I had a list of questions and they all answered.
I feel like, just like myself, people were listening, they would like to know more. They would like to know more. So right now, unfortunately we're out of time, but is there do you have maybe an event that you have sit downs and you discuss such things, or is this all only on can they do this on the book, or is there like a website or YouTube channel where people can learn more? Because I really want to go on. We can go on the whole day. No, but unfortunately we're out of time. So can you just give us all those information if there is any?
What's happening is this: we've got a site that we've just constructed now. It's called www.azaniacommunity, one word, .co.za. Okay, so people, they can log in there. You can see some of the videos that you find there. You can see some of events that are coming. I normally post if there's events. And then the books as well. We've got an online shop where you can actually fill in a form. You can buy the book as soon as we get confirmation of payment. We courier. I still deal with hard copy. There's an event that was supposed to take place on the 3rd of November. Remember I told you about it? But we had to cancel it due to a number of reasons. But next year we're definitely going to be doing it. We're looking at doing it around the month of March. Because, you know, Jan is quite hectic for people, in fact. True. Because in my events, what's happening is that, you know, there's tickets that must be bought. But normally the ticket is inclusive of the food, the drinks. And, you know, it's a chillers. You know, from there you interact, you meet people. And we start discussing these things because apart from the issue of polygamy, but we are trying to revive again the indigenous way of living, the African culture, the tradition, and we are trying to network Black people. So people, they can check me on the site as well, you know, and from probably, you know, that would be the best way.
Maybe social media, you're on Instagram, Facebook?
I am on Facebook, Nick Jibilika Yeshaya. On Instagram I'm there, but I'm not that active. But on Facebook, definitely I am active. But the website is the best.
It's the best way.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
I gotta say, thank you so much for coming through. I've learned a lot. Like, I can't even explain, you know. Thank you so much for pulling through, and we really look forward to hear. If you're having any events, please do let us know. We can even cover it as the station. So we can get more, maybe footage, you know, so that people can also learn more. As much as I've learned today, there's the people that couldn't tune in. So when you're having such events, please do invite us. And thank you so much.
No, I really appreciate it.
You know, I've never played this before, but this one I have to just play it for you. That was
just to appreciate you for coming through, you know. You know, we are really
you killed it there.
You know, that was from all of us here at Capitol Africa Radio. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking time to speaking to us and educating us. You know, I've learned a lot, you know. But unfortunately, this is it for the Decentralized Show. My name is Bradley Breezy the Plug. We'll see you again next week, Monday. And you can check us on all our social media platforms. On your Facebook is Capitol Africa Radio. Twitter is Capitol_Africa. We're also available on Instagram. It's Capitol_Radio. Don't forget to interact on WhatsApp. It's 0614710834. And as my personal, it's Bradley_Breezy on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's Bradley Ashley Breezy. Thank you so much for tuning in.
With your boy Prince the Pharaoh, we are out.
Sure. No. I need to get this.